Continuing coverage tonight, Consumer 10 is keeping our eye on possible tariffs on products from Canada and Mexico. President Trump says he's considering a 25% tariff, which could extend to even more countries. That being said, there is still time for negotiations before these go into effect February 1st. The president talked today at the World Economic Forum about why he's making such a huge move with these tariffs.
We don't need them to make our cars, and they make a lot of them. We don't need their lumber because we have our own forests, et cetera, et cetera. We don't need their oil and gas. We have more than anybody.
Well, tonight, some Ohio businesses say they're concerned over the threat of these new tariffs.
Well, Consumer 10's Clay Gordon sat down with former congressman and current president of the Ohio Chamber of Commerce to see what could change in Ohio.
This was a campaign promise, and it looks like it's coming to fruition.
Well, certainly President Trump talked about tariffs during the campaign. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. It's a smart strategy to use the threat of tariffs to bring people to the table. And we'll see what happens, but we would be very concerned, especially on the energy that goes back and forth. We have oil refineries in Ohio, 6 oil refineries. One of the major feeders to those oil refineries is Canadian crude oil and Canadian energy. And if there was a tariff on that, it could really hit consumers at the gas pump.
What are you hearing from your members? Because Ohio, the state of Ohio's largest importers and exports go to Canada, Mexico, and China.
Most of our members aren't as focused on the tariffs on China. They're focused on the tariffs on some of our other friends where maybe they've moved production away from China to somewhere else, and now there's threats of tariffs in those locations. That's concerning to a few folks. But again, I think most of them have the opinion of let's let the administration play this out to see whether it's just a threat to bring people to the table to get a better deal for America, or is it really going to be across the board tariffs everywhere? And I'm not sure anybody knows the answer to that yet.
Do you think Ohio business can keep up with some tariffs? Do you think Ohio's prepared for that?
I think we are prepared to grow and surge with any demand that's available, but I feel confident in the productivity of the Ohio and the American workers to meet the demand that comes. And that's a good thing. When sales increase, that's great for America, American income, American families, and our quality of life.
Now, Consumer 10's Clay Gordon and Steve Stivers also talked about when he was in Congress and helped negotiate the current U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement and other impacts tariffs could have on Ohio. You can check that out by streaming right now on 10 TV Plus.